Oh. All right. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Completely unannounced. Oh, I got some stuff to clear up here. This stream should be a lot of fun. Definitely be talking about some Melonie Mac stuff. Going to be talking about the Desitny leaks. Going to be talking about Ethan Ralph. I guess he is serious and being sober, going to rehab. Okay. All right. Hey, on that note, though, it's been 4 weeks since I had a beer. Okay. Whoa. Who's actually going sober? Okay. Hold on here. Yeah, that's just all American, fine all American tobacco. Okay. Now, what else? What else? Oh yeah, Rekieta returned. All right, Rekieta's returned. The Thorps, pretty much kind of crying, kind of seething, kind of coping over the fact that their viewership has dropped from what they had before. You know, they had something, and then they flushed it all away, and as expected, they start feeding into each other. They start eating each other. Ben drags Grace back down to the bottom from which they came. Okay? But hold on, let me not get ahead of myself. I need to correct the record. I'm a liar, apparently. I did not know this, but in one of my videos about Melonie Mac, I am accused of using a Photoshop image of Melonie Mac that was supposedly photoshopped by PPP of the Kino Casino. I have not seen their coverage. I still have not seen their coverage. I don't know what they're talking about. But I'm willing to guess, and I'm willing to bet that it is about, which image? This image right here. This image right here. The image of Melonie Mac and the Lara Croft swimsuit cosplay. Is this photoshopped? If it's photoshopped by PPP, of all people, that's a damn good Photoshop there. Hold on here. I'm looking closely at this. It looks very detailed. You even have a room just right. And the face looks right too. Like, that is a very good Photoshop. Something you know what, man? I'm willing to say it's not a Photoshop. Okay, we just don't know exactly when and where this came from. But there's a lot of detail in the background. Okay? You know what, though? I wouldn't put it past Melonie Mac to do something like this. Okay? I really would not. The whole, like, trad, like, the whole thing, like, being super Christian and not like in perversion. Dude, I'm telling you right now, whenever you hear someone say that and they use like Christianity as a framework for that, usually they're trying to run away and run away fast from their own perversions, okay? It tends to be like that. Okay. So yeah, I corrected that. Is this a Photoshop? I have no idea. I don't see any community notes on here. Okay. Saying otherwise. Looks pretty legit to me, but there we have that. Okay, I'm supposed to take someone's word that it's Photoshop, that it's a PPP Photoshop at that. Dude, that dude's lazy. Like, there's no way he would have the Photoshop skills to do this. What? Come on now. Come on. It'd be easier to believe that pigs can fly before believing PPP can do this sort of Photoshop job. Okay, come on now. Come on. Speaking of Melonie Mac, she's starting a comedy career. This is her latest bit here.
Okay, I have a message for Ice. I know some people think I'm Mexican, right? Because I have dark hair and eyes, and I like to say Maricon. I get it. But I promise you, I am not Mexican. Me in America, we go way back. I mean, way back, okay? I'm Native American. My ancestors, they've been here, man. And guess what? They love white people. My ancestors loved white people so much that they made love to them. Of course, within the confines of marriage.
Oh my God, what are we doing? I'm gonna let the
But they
rest
made
play.
love to them, and that's how they made me. Okay? So I am a mayonnaise Pocahontas. I am a Sacagawea. Ah, that's too spicy. That's me.
Okay, first off, her voice is grating. It really is. It really is. All right. Yeah, that's her stand-up career right there. That's her attempt there. Yeah, it was all over the place. This sounds like a joke that I would hear from like my sister-in-law about like race and about like white people and stuff like that. It just sounds very lame and very just watered down and stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense. ICE wouldn't even be looking for you anyway. You don't even look Mexican, okay? You're the wrong kind of Mexican. First off, even if you were Mexican, that they'd be looking for, okay? You're not their target. This is so dumb. This is dumb. That's so dumb. But there you have it. I don't think this is going to rival the clip of her saying the gamer word, the word that rhymes with maggot. Okay, no, not going to rival that. But that's where we are. That's fresh off the press, though. That's new. That's Melonie Mac. That's a who. Okay, let's move on. Hey, why do I have this up here? Why do I have this Pokemon stuff, this brony stuff up here? This weird, like, degenerate stuff. Well, I covered this. I covered how Ron DeRose, that guy, John DeRose, is some comic guy. Okay, I don't know who he is. But apparently, he's a massive simp for Melonie Mac. And he's on this whole Christian thing, which, hey, man, if you're Christian, that's fine. I'm Christian, too. But I'm not going to go around and be like, hey, you guys need to do right or whatever. I don't care what you do. That's up with you, man. Okay? But this guy wants to do that. This guy wants to be like, have a problem with, like, sexy women in games. Never mind the fact that, I'm sure, like many, he said other things in the past as well. But he also has this weird thing with, like Pokemon stuff like this. Like, this is where it starts, and where it goes is talking about the butthole. That's where it goes. Oh, like here we have right here. He's saying all these people, Soy Child, Edwin the Ace, DJ Quad, whoever Puerto Rican Army is, I don't know, want to get in on this hot Lucaria and pony butt. I don't know what's going on here, but that is the tweet of someone who's a based Christian man who doesn't want any degeneracy or perversion in video games. Does that make sense? No, it does not make sense. It's ridiculous. It's a little special. It is. Okay, there's that. We're done with that. Boom. Rekieta. Rekieta is back from the dead. Or is Rekieta the Walking Dead? You look at this, you tell me. What is this but not a walking corpse? That's how a man completely drained of all life looks right there. Look at that. It's not just bags under his eyes. The bags have bags. The bag has like wrinkles. You see? It's like it's pretty bad. Just tired and dead inside. But my favorite part is his intro. His intro is about the same. Hey, let's check it out.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lost-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta.
Lost-Splaining the interwebs. Okay.
A small law firm in central Minnesota has
a small law firm in central Minnesota. Now, I don't know if you know this, but he's not authorized to practice law anymore. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you knew that. Okay. I don't know if that's how you want to start your show now. You might want to rebrand. You might want to rebrand on that one, bro. It might need to, for sure. Maybe do the chief of tomfoolery. Maybe do the king of snow. Snow King. Do that. You can just do that, man.
How's it going? How are you? Oh my God. I have missed you guys. I have missed you so much.
You missed the money for sure. You need that money.
I already see it pointed out. Someone said up the nose angle. You know what that's called? Ladies and gentlemen, that is called accountability.
No. What it is he saw my stream, that one couple of videos where I used that angle, and was like, oh, okay, I'm going to use that. That's smart. That's a smart play. You think that? I'm going to go for a dynamic shot. That's going to make things look so much cooler for a while. And then, but that just goes away fast.
That is that's called accountability. And I was like, oh, I just realized I forgot my
What is going on? Does he still have is he seeing things in his room?
drink. We'll have to fix that in a minute. Here we go. Nice podcast, Stupid says, hey Nick, we all know you've been to hell and back.
I mean, what was that? Let's go back there for a second. He's talking, all of a sudden he's like looking around.
That is that's called accountability. And I was like, oh, I just realized I forgot my drink. We'll have to fix that in a minute.
Oh, what kind of drink are we talking about? I don't think it's whiskey. I don't think it's whiskey at all. No. Oh yeah, you can't account for things that you lie about. Yeah, I mean, not Rekieta. Rekieta's not going to do that. His joke there is the change of the camera angle is all what's needed. There's no accountability. He pled guilty, by the way. He pled guilty, so he is he's a convicted felon. Is that how that works here? He's convicted, but from what I understand, the deal is pretty lenient. It could be adjudicated, go away. Oh, is that the word I'm looking for? No. Like diversion, is that the word? Is that the term? I used to hear the term quite a bit when I did CPS stuff, but since I stopped doing that, it's been like a number of years since then. I don't hear that lingo anymore. But okay, so he got a lenient deal. Yeah, I mean, it was a first time offense. That's what people even said was probably going to happen. So I know some people wanted the ultimate punishment, but I mean, come on. The judge would look at Rekieta and be like, I'm going to throw that guy in a cell that could be used for someone else. Yeah. He's probably going to self-destruct, and ruin his family even more. But that's his problem. That's their problem. You know? That's sad for the kids. Anyway, I'll check this out a little bit more and see what happens.
Here we go. Nice podcast, Stupid says, hey Nick, we all know you've been to hell and back. Oh man. Yeah. Some of us never lost faith in you. Steel Toe is an evil person.
Some of us never lost faith in you. What are you talking about? He didn't redeem himself. The only reason why he didn't use is because he was being drug tested and stuff. And he's finding ways to go around. What's this stuff about the galaxy gas? I haven't seen him use it. I haven't seen it firsthand. That'd be crazy if he's doing whippets. That's what stoners do, man. Like stoners who can't find weed, who can't find anything good, and they're just resorting. No, it's not just stoners, dude. It's like another level of junkie. Like I've seen these people in my life, and they're just losers, ultimate losers, and they just keep their brain all gassed up.
And use your misfortune for his own gain. We will never forget. God bless you and your family. Nothing but the best. Say thanks. Slasher says, hey man, glad to see you back. Understand there may have been some drama in the last few months. No, it's mostly about 7 months ago. 8, 9. I don't well, when was May? May? Was trying not to pay attention myself because I'm not in junior high anymore. I hope things are going all right. They're going very well. Thank you.
I like how these guys will watch Rekieta and Rekieta will cover other people's drama. And once he had a profession that pretty much profited off of other people's drama, right? And he actually there's layers to that statement. He was once a lawyer that profits off of people's drama, and he was once a very profitable streamer that profits off of people's drama. Okay, so I like how he'll do that. That's the entertainment he gives out. But you have people be like, "Oh, I didn't watch I didn't pay attention to your drama because I'm not in high school anymore. You know, I'm above that." But yet you're a Rekieta fanboy. Like, you go to his channel for him talking about drama. Like, don't kid yourself. You're not any better than the people who paid attention to his drama. You're just an idiot.
Oh my God, there's a goal option.
I understand that statement is directed towards Rekieta's super fans, and that's fine. They can be bothered by that, but that's what it is there. And the importance there is just be honest with yourself, okay? Don't be all like pretentious and be like, "Oh, you didn't have time for the high school drama," which is not high school drama, by the way. Your 9-year-old testing positive for cocaine is not high school drama. High school drama is like you slept with some other girl and your girlfriend found out some other stuff. Someone pranked the teacher, or someone took a dump in the classroom. Who did it? I don't know, just stupid stuff. Someone went streaking. Like, now we're getting kind of more college-esque, but that's what, like, high school senior, you kind of do that stuff. Someone stole the Ronald McDonald statue from the local McDonald's and put it on in the school somewhere. That's a real story. That's a real story. Okay. Like, stuff like that. Like, that's the drama. Okay. Like, a 9-year-old getting busted for coke is not high school level drama. Having CPS in your life. Actually, that could be high school level drama now that I think about that one. Your family being swingers, though, that should not be high school level drama. It should not be.
On YouTube. Come on. YouTube, don't do that to me. Go for Big Guy says, "Where you been, Nick? What is new?" Oh, there's a lot to that story. It's going to come a little bit later, not tonight. I know this is going to bounce around a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's some sort of poo-poo at a school. I don't care. They have them all the time now. I say anymore, we should just have everyone armed. Just treat it like the Wild West. Have everyone armed. All right? I don't know, man. That's not a good idea either. But you're not taking them away. Anyway. Teen fatally shoots a female student. Well, I mean, she was probably... I've seen the movie Mean Girls. Okay.
I'm going to step away in just a second and grab my drink, which is not alcoholic anymore because, well, that is no longer a thing. Okay. Sorry. I had to get my
What is he drinking now?
bubbler.
What is that?
These are like,
what is that? A bubbler?
like a caffeine drink, I guess. Antioxidant sparkling water. They taste good. I don't have any soda in my house. Oh boy.
Dude, that looks like the sort of thing you get. Like, wait, what the hell? That looks like the sort of drink you buy at one time in your life, and it just sits in the pantry, sits on the shelf for it's like in the fridge forever, because no one wants to drink it. And that's what he's down to. Wow.
All right. So I guess to preface this.
Oh, don't worry, Alex Jones. You guys don't have a label. You have no label. Yeah, deferred adjudication. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. You guys are the cool kids. Actually, that's a lame label.
Took that long for that. No, I also went to the bathroom.
You guys are
is
the
that
glorious
okay?
butt
Like,
fuckers.
Are we allowed to do that too? I don't know. I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what I'm allowed to do anymore. The government has decided all sorts of things. Here we go. ASC.
Well, it's not like you didn't force their hand there, Rekieta. You had quite the party of a life for a while. Quite the party for someone who presented himself as like a base Christian man with a base Christian family. You were doing the opposite of that for sure. You had some very, you can say, yeah, degenerate, very hedonistic, lifestyle going on there. Like you were living like you were a rock star. Okay, you did the sort of stuff that like Lemmy of Motorhead would have done. Okay, like, yeah, that's it. You're trying to live the rock star life. Swinging, banging other women, doing all sorts of drugs. You have kids there. Screw the kids. Give them tablets. They'll figure it out. You're not even worried about that. Not even worried about that. Right. You just wanted a party. You're doing good. Money's coming in. Life is a party. That's why you forgot to pay the mortgage, because you kept up partying every night. You're partying yourself to the point to where it was taking the life out from you. And the government had to come in there and be like, "Whoa, buddy." What does it say? Whoa, buddy. I don't have any things to bang or anything. But it's his own doing. At least Lemmy is cool. That's right. He still is cool. We don't talk about that one song. Was it Jailbait? We don't talk about that. Look, that song was relatable to him because the rock star lifestyle, the groupies will go to the back room. You know how that is. The groupies, all these groupies will line up, and like you're just trusting someone will check the age, right? You think they're checking the age when they get into the room with them? No, the ID check was supposed to be out the door, outside the door, right? Anyway, that's a whole thing. That's a whole other thing we can get into, but not here, not now. We'll table that conversation later. Actually, that's a conversation it's best not to have on stream. That's one thing I realized. That's one thing I realized there. Because that's the sort of thing, it's like, it just does not look good, no matter what you talk about there, okay? A rock star lifestyle and all that stuff. Anyway, moving on. But Rekieta was living that lifestyle, and it drained him, and the government had to come in there and tell him, "Oh, I was partying way too hard there. It's affecting your kids, man. It's you got a lot of blow there." And it's funny about it. The judge involved in his proceedings also probably does cocaine. Okay, let's not kid ourselves. Okay, like the people involved in the whole process probably have once in the past done some Snow White. Okay.
Presents. Oh, hey, what's up? He says, bro, in the gaming section of the manifesto, he lists Skylanders. That's my new favorite part of any manifesto ever from Clippa. Thanks, Riley. Thanks,
the
Riley.
manifesto, the recent poo-poo at the school?
The manifesto is something else. Something else. Like, it's just, we just have to get there.
That's kind of interesting.
Coach Scooter G says, I hope you can make it to Las Vegas in May for Hackamania. I will be there. I'm not 100% sure what days I will be there. I have stuff at home that
Las
weekend.
Vegas will tempt you too much.
God willing, I will be there. The plan is to be there at least Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and
he says
Friday.
It would be great to meet you and chat a little about movies.
This is kind of boring to me right now, but this is where he's at. Let me see if anything else kind of juicy comes out.
Blast. Frederick Little says, I hope you and the family had a great Christmas and New Year, Nick. We really did.
You had a great Christmas and New Year? I mean, you would describe it as great? You guys heard that, right? He said he had a great Christmas and New Year. Oh, okay. Tell me more, Nick. After this, we'll get into the Ethan Ralph, this stuff, okay? And then we'll talk about the Desitny leaks and stuff like that, okay?
It was nice. It was a really rough year, but it was a really good Christmas and New Year. It's amazing what happens when you're just like back together. Oh my, how hot is it?
So no other details. So it was really great. And the detail that we got was it was good that they're back together. Okay. I haven't heard anything about any mention about like, how the kids responded to their toys or to fond moments or anything. Not really sharing a whole lot.
Oh, my heat. Okay, sorry.
He
My
didn't go
AC
to
was
prison.
not.
Like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. Yeah, it was great because they got to stay together. They didn't. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Got you there. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Down low. Heat allergy alert. That's actually true. Oh my gosh. No, I have my heat allergy shots. They're doing a pretty decent job. Well, this is frustrating as hell.
Okay, pause real fast. I know this will probably be covered by the Keno Casino, and they're probably going to talk about what I'm going to talk about right here. The paintings in the background. Okay. Like, we all have, like, things behind us that's supposed to, like, kind of represent kind of, like, what we do and all that stuff. Oh, man, the camera. Okay, that's... I understand the Johnny Depp. That makes sense. The Joker, not so much. I understand the kitty cat, the gay kitty cat more than the Joker. Because I think the gay kitty cat really it pairs well with Rekieta's personality. Because I think deep inside he is just a gay. Like a super flamboyant gay. Like who likes like pet little kitty cats and be all cute and stuff. Like him being in that Sailor Moon cosplay in his, I think it was his daughter's room, right? That was actually him being him. Being true to himself. I say that because this is the guy that bragged about going to a lingerie party like several times. Several times. This is the guy that would say that he would be in lingerie at those parties. Hold on. And let me clarify this. Would I go to like Twin Peaks when they had lingerie night? Yeah, because that's kind of cool. I mean, there is kind of there is a little bit of a greasy element there because, there are these women there that aren't your wife or dressed like that, but it's whatever. It's looking, no touching, it's whatever there, okay? And, but I would not be wearing the lingerie, okay? I would not be in the panties, okay? I would be in my normal clothes, okay? Nick Rekieta, on the other hand, he will be dressed in the panties. He'll be dressed in the lingerie while at the lingerie party. It's like, bro, I don't think you understand how a lingerie party is supposed to work. Then again, I don't think I've been in one. Yeah, he's gay. Yeah, I think we all agree. The Joker, I guess, like what, laughing at the world and not caring about anything. That's not true. Rekieta cares about money. Rekieta cares about material possessions. He cares about that. The Joker does not. It's all like whatever to him. But anyway,
I downloaded it on my phone earlier, and I don't know what the file format it downloaded in. Charles Salmon says, "Will you be able to practice law again?" Yeah. I was kind of really not paying any attention to shit that didn't have much relevance to me over the past year, and I need to do.
Let's go back. Are you gonna be able to practice law again? Yeah. I was not paying attention to things that did not have relevance to me.
Have much relevance to me over the past year, and I need to do some. I just missed my continuing legal education requirements because I didn't really feel like doing CLEs in the middle of all my other stuff. So once I get those, I just have to write a letter that I've done them, and I can come back. So
his goal is to come back. His goal is to come back, get that crown, get that just get the authority of being a lawyer again, being an attorney. But man, dude, I don't know if anyone's gonna be calling you for anything, for any attorney legal advice. Oh my God! Can you imagine Rekieta breaking down the court proceedings and all that, offering legal advice Wow. Wow. The legal commentary is going to be rich. Of course, he's still going to have his super fans. He's going to have that. One thing I've learned, and I think you guys learned too, no matter what is exposed about people, about streamers, they're not done. No one's done off the internet unless they just give up and just go away on their own, or unless they get locked away. Okay? Like, even with the Desitny leaks, all the stuff that came out, it's like he stopped streaming for a while. There was that. But he's back. And it's not like he doesn't have like super fans, like super fanboys that defend him on all that stuff. Right? So, I mean, no matter what happens, no matter what gets exposed, look at the Thorps. Grace Thorpe, Ben Thorpe, how disgusting they are. Oh, I could segue right into that real fast. Ceiling cats again? Yeah, I think we have ceiling cats. Yeah. Let me take this off the screen while I talk about this. I don't want you guys to be confused about what's going on here. Okay. So the Thorps, this part should not take that long because it really does not need much. Grace Thorpe, Ben Thorpe, been on YouTube for a while. And when they started with the family drama stuff. Like, Ben would put the family drama of the Thorpes, the mom, the other kids, on YouTube. They treated YouTube and the chat like it was therapy. They would use the chat as a way to kind of respond to their marital issues, their life issues, and that is it. They were like the real life Jerry Springer in the sense that all their problems and the baggage, and it was real problems and baggage, would be there for people to listen and make opinions about and interfere with, interact with, okay, be involved in. And they have gone to various sectors doing that, and like debate community. They've crossed with different streamers. Like, you had Ethan Ralph, you had Desitny, you had Speakeasy for a little bit, and then lately you had Keemstar. So they have done things like that. They've collabed with people, and there's a lot of stuff that has happened along the way, especially with the family, the wife leaving. I think they're still technically married. I'm not exactly sure. But the wife's no longer involved. The mom's no longer involved, so I will not say her name here. The other kids are not really involved at all. Every now and then, the oldest son does chime in. And obviously, it's his right to do so if the dad's saying wild things and the daughter's saying wild things. And it's like sometimes you would feel compelled to enter it back in. What I'm saying is, throughout their journey of all this garbage and nonsense that they would put out there, and this disgusting stuff, this reputation of like this father-daughter sick dynamic, this, they were known as, no matter who they would cross paths with, they were known as the incest couple because of the stuff they would say, the stuff they said, and the stuff they did, the stuff they joked about. And you could see the effects it had on the family. You could see these weird stories come up, and it was like, okay, there's some real deep-seated sickness with this family. Lately, when they had the low-cal rejects, well, you know about the low-cal rejects lore. I don't have to tell you about that again. She was going to go on low-cal queens. The whole thing was sabotaged by Ben on purpose. Ben said that he did that on purpose. So Keemstar was not willing to work with Grace because Ben was there. Okay, well, Grace was kicked out. So Grace and Ben decided to do their low-cal rejects. Okay, and then for a while they had something. For a while, because Grace is entertaining. She is entertaining. Grace is a good streamer. She can be. Like, she would have been great for low-cal queens. And because of that, there was a whole other things too as well. But, they had there was like a surge in the Thorps for a little bit. There's a surge in viewership, surge in donations and memberships and all that. It was like, okay, they had something. They are the anti-local. They were the heel to the local universe. And it made it even better was that Keemstar wouldn't even mention them. And Keemstar would be like, we can't talk about them. And be really controlling and lashing at his own people, his own co-hosts, and all that stuff about control, about keeping the Thorpe name under lock and key. And for a while, it was like they had something that could work. All they had to do was keep on doing it. The problem is, I don't know if you noticed with Ben, but Ben gets tired very easy about doing the same thing over and over again. He wants to change it up. And so he lashes out. Matter of time. And this was hinted at. Like Ben had said in previous streams, I think when Chill Force was on, Ben said that he doesn't really want to do this anymore. He doesn't really want to do the locale stuff because it doesn't really interest him. And what Chill Force flat out told him, like, but this is what you have. This is what you guys are. You guys are that. You are the anti of the locale stuff, and you should do that. And it's funny and it works too, because they are locales in their own right, because of their dynamic for sure, and the way they joke about it. They'll be like, "Oh, we're not locales." It's like that's what a locale would say. Like, you guys had all this potential. You had something that you could kind of make a living off of, but you flushed it down the drain. You sabotaged it. And the big sabotage of it was, and it happened not too long ago, where Ben, it was like the other day, actually. It was like 2 days ago, where Ben decided to just bring up that, like, how there's an issue between him and Grace. This dynamic is not working. And he brought up the past, like the past stuff. He flat out told Grace, hey, why don't you say you want to suck just say you want to suck your daddy's, just say that. Just say that. And it got very greasy and dirty and disgusting. And he would be like, Grace, it seems like you're trying to run away from it. It seems like you're trying to run away with the fact that you love your dad. You had a love with your dad in a way that's different from others. You know, you wanted to be the wife. You know, he would get really into that. And Grace seemed like she was not willing at first. She seemed kind of hesitant, but she leaned right into it because she knows her place. I mean, that is it. There is no saving her. There's really no saving Grace in this. And that just brought them back into the muck there of the crap, the cesspool that Grace, anyway, tried to say that they want to get away from. Grace did say stuff like that, didn't she? In a previous stream, she'd be like, the only reason why my dad's drama comes up, the only reason why we're still known as the incest couple is people keep bringing it up. Like Shamu, like Mr. Deadman, like those guys. Well, guess who brought it up? Your dad brought it up, Grace. Your dad brought it up. So yes, now you're definitely known as the incest couple. Now those who went to locale rejects and misunderstood because it was the anti-Keemstar now know that you guys are that thing. Congratulations. You burned it down. Now those who don't care may stick around, but there's going to be some people that will be like, whoa, what in the world? Was Mr. Damien right? Oh, okay. Was Shamu right? Okay. Yeah. It's very obvious, right? You just let them talk. You present stuff, and even when you catch Ben and Grace in a good moment where they seem like they're kind of reforming themselves or running away from it, it's only a matter of time, and they'll go right back into it because Ben can't help himself. He has to sabotage Grace. There's something in him that if he sees Grace succeed, he's like, no, I have to destroy that because I am her daddy. I will control her. And that is what happens time and time again. I've told you, there is a pattern with this. It's circular, okay? It just repeats itself. There's highs and there's lows. And if you've been following the Thorps for as long as I have, you've seen the pattern. You know it for what it is. It's like, okay, this good moment is only going to last for a little bit. Ben's going to lash out. Ben's going to freak out. Okay, he's going to be kind of like controlling in the background and bring some weird stuff. Like if Ben was really here for the money, he would not be on stream and just let Grace do everything so that they can rake in the money. Like Ben is the worst type of pimp. I'll use that analogy since Ben wants to treat his daughter like she is his hoe. And the other stream, last stream I watched, which you guys saw in that video, where like Ben was kind of joking around and acting like pimping out his daughter. Well, also talk about Christian stuff. Talk about the Bible. Talk about like Catholicism, stuff like that. It's like, well, that's weird. Does the Bible have a passage about how, what the cost is for one's daughter? I think they have that if she was raped. I think there is something about that, right? If it's been a while. It's been a while since I read that. But let's use the pimp analogy here. Ben is a horrible pimp. A true pimp would know. Well, I don't know about true pimp. I'm not going to pretend like I know what a true pimp is. I'm just say this from my observation. He's a horrible pimp in that, okay, he's the pimp and Grace is the hoe. Instead of letting Grace go out there and do the work to make the money, entertain the tricks on stream, he decides to enter the room and be involved in the whole process. Why? Okay? That's not how a pimp makes money. A pimp makes money by the woman, by the girl doing all the work. So he could sit back, relax, and the only time he has to really do anything is if she steps out of line. Just do that. That's all you have to do. Let Grace do the work. Let Grace work the streets being YouTube, okay? And she will make the money. And all you have to do is sit back. But what happens is Ben gets jealous. Ben gets jealous because he's very controlling of Grace for a lot of reasons. I'm going to say there's this weird sexual possession thing. There also seems to be like this thing about attention where it's like if there's not attention on him, like he's bothered by that because he's very important. He perceives himself as being very important and that the attention needs to be on him. You'll see this when Ben talks and Grace tries to talk over him. He will snap, and it's been getting worse lately. And sometimes it will seem like he stops talking and Grace will talk and he'll be like, oh, can I not finish my point? I'm like listening to this. I'm like, Ben, you're eating chips while you're talking. And it looked like you stopped talking because you're just chomping down on the chips, which, by the way, eating chips while streaming, Grace, tell your dad to stop doing that. Like, just stand up to your dad. I swear, Grace, you want to bring in the views, you want to make more money? Listen to the dead man. Listen to the dead man. Stand up to your dad. Be the boss of your dad. Tell that guy to stop eating chips on stream. There you go. Just do that. Just make that one part. Just start there, and maybe you'll get something. Maybe you'll get something. Because what it is right now, they see you as being weak, being controlled by your dad. So if you try to flip the script and have a backbone, have a spine, and stand up to your dad and actually do that and challenge him on stuff, people will watch that. People will observe. But yeah, that's the state that they're in. They flushed it all down. They had potential, dude. For a while, they were winning. They were winning. They were. They were able to dab on Keemstar, interfere with stuff. All they had to do was keep on doing that. And Ben was like, I don't want to do that because it's repeating the same thing over and over again. Yeah, that's got a job. That's got a job, dude. That's what you do. If you're doing something and it's making money, you're going to continue doing that thing for a good while. Maybe you could perfect that thing. What can I change in that? But that is it. Just keep that. Oh, what do you mean you don't want to do it? You get bored of it. Wow. Imagine doing the same thing every day for like 20 years of your life, 30 years of your life. I mean, really, honestly, when will I really be able to retire? I think really, oh man, that's be like 35, 40 years of your life doing the same thing every freaking day. Wow. Imagine that. Got a job. So that's where Ben's at. Ben doesn't want to work. He's lazy. Grace has talent, but it's being wasted. But she won't listen to anybody. There's no hope helping her. The stream I watched yesterday, the guy named Charlie or Charles, whatever, goes in there to try to help her. Say the same thing we've all said. Grace, you need to get away from this man. He's holding you back. Yeah. Yeah. He's not hearing you, man. You're not getting through. It's a lost cause. Okay, that's the Thorpe part. You guys have 10 minutes. We could do. Oh, I can't run my OBS now. Apparently, Ralph is going sober, which is great. I mean, that'd be good if he went sober. If you want my honest opinion, that's it. Go sober, Ralph. I don't know if you'll ever be able to repair the kill stream. Okay, I'm gonna let this play. We're gonna check this out. But if Ralph ever wanted to rebuild the kill stream, he would seriously need to do one thing. Well, two things. One, yeah, be sober. Yeah. The second thing, though, he has to find a way to get back on YouTube. That is it. Like all this, like streaming on Kick and whatever stuff he's on. That's not really gonna help. That's not working. But anyway,
The kill stream is in its 10th year. I started this show with my ex-wife Nora and Janet Bloomfield in 2015. Never in my life did I think it would take me to where it has taken me to now.
Yeah,
both
Mexico.
good and bad. It started as a way to promote my writing and turned into my entire existence. Along the way, it has evolved, and it's had its eras and its different styles and various feuds. But one thing it's always had is me. I am the kill stream. I think most of you know I have a passion for professional wrestling. In wrestling,
I am the kill stream. Okay.
there's a term called living the gimmick. It's a pejorative term, not a positive one. I brought all the negative aspects you've seen me exhibit into this line of work, but over time, they were just incorporated into my online persona. The Ralph Amel is a term someone came up with in 2018 is a joke, and I just ran with it. All the problems I have were simply written into the gimmick. Hard drinker? That's just the Ralph.
Hold on here. Hold on. I'm going to let the man speak. I just want to ask you guys a question real fast. As someone who likes to drink, let me just say, I do not believe that the hard drinking was just a gimmick. Okay? All right? Hey, man, if you like the maker's mark, if you like the taste, and you're doing it all the time, dude, you like it. All right? It's not just a gimmick. Like, you are it. Okay? All right. Anyone disagree in the chat? You guys let me know.
Ralph Amel way. Do it on air and drink even more. Womanizer? Of course. No big deal. Write it into the story and lean into it. Criminal issues? Sure. Who cares? Fuck the police. Baby mama drama? All good. What are you, a bitch? Burnouts and vicious feuds with former friends and lovers. Fuck them. It's a nasty business and everyone is a snake.
Hold on. Hold on here. The baby mama drama is like you can't keep yourself from getting involved with these hoes, man. Oh man.
Baby mama drama? All good. What are you, a bitch? Burnouts and vicious feuds with former
I guess I am a bitch. I don't have any baby mama drama. Actually, that's not true. There's someone in my past. You'll never know who they are. Okay? We're just going to call her Brianna. Okay? Brianna. But she should be good right now.
friends and lovers. Fuck them. It's a nasty business and everyone is a snake anyway. Go scorched earth. Trust no bitch. You get the idea. This is not a healthy way to live life, although it has been quite entertaining. Rather than addressing shortcomings when I had many opportunities, I simply papered them over and reinvented things time and time again, including just this past week.
So you realize
in many ways,
now?
this has served me well and kept me in the game longer than I ever would have expected. It's also destroyed so many good things I gained along the road. Some people that I love will never return or speak to me again. Money gained and lost and gained again. A man in self-imposed exile in a nation.
Oh, what rock bottom did he have to reach to realize this? To come to this conclusion? To realize that, yeah, you know what? All the hard drinking and all the drama and stuff, it's not really healthy for your life. Because this speech wasn't done when he went to Mexico. When, you know, it like, this is like just what now, right? He had been living in Mexico for a while. And he was still taking pills over there and drinking over there. So, like, what is it? Was he running out of money for even the tortas?
Where he doesn't even speak the language. I often look at my life and I wonder, how can it even be real? From West Memphis to Merida, this must be some kind of Truman Show thing going on. But what I really know is that it's all because of choices I have made myself along that road.
Well, there is accountability.
Some choices end up being eternal.
Hey. I know. Tinsel TQ, just words. Yeah, they're just words. They're just words. He said the right words just now.
Show thing going on. But what I really know is that it's all because of choices I have made myself along that road. Some choices end up being eternal, and that's something I never really accepted until I learned it the hard way. It turns out life is not professional wrestling, even if this business may be very similar. You just can't change the script or retcon decisions. You have to live with the mistakes you've made. Sometimes that can be almost unbearable. That doesn't mean this thing has been all bad. It hasn't. In fact, there are so many great things I've gotten to do because of this show. I've traveled the world and I've seen the Colosseum where the gladiators once battled. There are so many amazing men and women I've gotten to meet, interview, and in some cases even befriend. There are
I mean, at one point in time, the Kill Stream was a very cool stream. It was a cool podcast. I listened to it all the time. That's how I got involved in this stuff. You know, I was a fan.
Many people who care about me that it actually astonishes me daily. I often get messages from people who have learned from watching me live out my mistakes on air, or who admire my tenacity or refusal to ever give up. Some have even quit drinking or using drugs due to my influence and public talks about the topic. I've gotten to promote causes and issues important to me. Plus, I've had so much fun along the way. Someone I used to know told me when I was really down in 2020 and wanting to quit this business that I simply could not, that this was my life's calling. I believe.
Who told him that? Who told him that? That the streaming, this stuff is his life calling. I'll look, man. I'll be fair here. You guys probably don't like it when I try to be fair and all that stuff. Is Ethan Ralph an entertainer? Yeah, but where's he now? He's kind of wasted away. Yeah, right, wasted away, and he's not what he used to be. But he was an entertainer at one point, and I'd have to see it to believe it. Like the rehab, like, are there images of this Mexican rehab? If Ethan Ralph goes to a Mexican rehab, there is a good chance he's going to knock one of those women up. Okay, this guy is a womanizer. This guy is going to bang one of those girls, and he's going to be lucky enough to do that. Okay, it's going to happen, and because they're Mexican, they're extremely fertile. So it's going to be like he's going to have he's going to have twins. Great. He's going to have baby mama drama in Mexico.
I believe they were right. Even though I'm quite certain that they hate me now, I still love them. I love a lot of people who no longer love me.
Yeah, we're in the
even though that is not my reputation.
The Trump era now. He needs to go back on
I don't think
YouTube.
I would ever even tell you that unless it was a day like today.
Try to do a restart.
I want to thank Milo Yiannopoulos for giving me this gift and this curse. I want to thank Mr. Medicare for relentlessly promoting my writing during Gamergate and promoting my show, especially once I was released from jail. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, the first time I was ever on stream was actually at the invitation of his wife, Jade. And she introduced me as a journalist, pro Gamergate journalist. And I said, no. I'm a muckraker, not a journalist. So thank her as well. But once upon a time, also, Nick Fuentes and the Groypers meant a lot to the kill stream. Thank you for those times. Shout out to Desitny. The guy is a machine, and he added a lot to things over the years.
Okay, shout out to Destiny. Speaking of which, Destiny drama, real fast, what I think of it, everyone involved, like, okay, very short. Destiny's a scumbag. He's a dirty, lying scumbag. Why would you get involved with him if you know there's a chance that something might leak? But the people who do get involved with him, the girls, they're trying to advance their career. They're doing like a pay to play sort of thing. They know what they're getting into. They know. They know that is true. So I don't have a lot of empathy, but I do have this. That's a massive scumbag that Destiny is, and because of the things he did are I think criminal anyway and disgusting. Sharing news like that and whatever behind people's back and just to random people, like yeah, there should be consequences for that. And yeah, I'll say that the people that were I guess involved, that were his victims, yeah, they're victims. Yeah, sure, yeah, they're victims. Now, if they did the same thing in return, in response, if they shared anything they shouldn't have shared, well, that's not good either. I mean, that's two wrongs don't make a right there. Okay. But yeah, Destiny is definitely a massive scumbag and deserves what he gets. And yeah, there you have it. That's it in short. A lot of it is kind of like, I don't really care about the people involved because they're kind of like hoes and harlots and whatever. Like chicks that just want to suck a dick to get ahead. Well, they're getting ahead, all right. Or they're giving head. But that's that's the mentality though. And I think it exposes kind of like what's really going on there. Like if you see a female streamer and they're in Destiny's orbit, chances are good she sucked his dick.
I want to thank Adam Green for always being a friend to me, even now when it's not easy. Perspicacity. I'm eternally grateful to you for getting me to take this choice.
You should
and
be.
For being a great friend. Thank you to Mark Collett, who somehow always still has time for me.
He's a friend.
I appreciate James Edwards so much as well.
He's committed to you.
My fellow Memphian. He has been a great friend to me. Shout out to Wayne Lambright. I love you, brother. Lily Gaddis is a dragon, and she's been so kind to me. I believe she will be around for a long time. Dagalon and Jeremy McKenzie have been so awesome to me as well. His partner Morgan, she's great. It was a pleasure to meet them 2 days ago. Worski, you fucking junkie bastard. I hope you really are sober. You don't want to be here. Gator, put the anime down. Rand, drink another one, you crazy fucker. Oh, and I mustn't forget to thank Dick Masterson and his partner, who I just yesterday spent hours torching. I don't even know what's real in this life or this business, but I know that it's nasty, brutish, and short. I've wasted too much time already. I will be, believe it or not, and I never thought I would make it this far, I will be 40 years old in September. I don't think I have a third act
40?
in me if I can't finally address.
Looks like he's like 50. I'm 41. I guess I'm well, if I'm comparing myself to Ralph, of course I'm doing pretty good.
Some of the negative things
beautiful
I
speech.
simply wrote into the persona. They basically
It's the
told me
greatest
that
speech.
this morning, actually.
Some people say it's
By the way, if I
greatest.
left you off, don't feel bad. Shout out to Ryan Harkness, by the way. A lot of people. There's so many people. Do not feel bad because it would take
But
me
it's
an
just a
hour
bunch of
to
words.
thank all the people I've met
Till he actually
and
does
talked to over the
anything.
years. Mersh, shout out to Mersh, or who have meant so much to me in this show. And it would take 2 hours to go through the people I want to take shots at. To the loves I've had in my life, thank you for the
You
good
don't have
times
2
and for
hours?
seeing something in me, even if you no longer do.
Are you
Thank
a
you to
busy
Faith
man?
Vickers for giving me my amazing son, Xander. I hope he looks back one day on my life and sees some of the good, and I'm working on that now. To the little football fan that I love, know that I will never, ever forget you or stop loving you. Thank you to my uncle for somehow always putting up with me. He's always been
he's getting
like
worked
that,
up.
always, throughout my whole entire life. And he and his wife are such blessings. I miss my grandparents so much. They were such huge influences on my life.
Okay,
My
he's
father.
getting worked up now.
What a man he was. He was a genius, actually, but he was a cursed man. I inherited so many of my demons from him and witnessed so much violence, but I always knew that he loved me and my mother. He was just broken. Also got so many good things from him, like my love of history and politics. To my mama, I'm sorry that I was not a better son to you, but you know how much I loved you. You meant everything to me, and you still do.
It's not
There's
even
not a
hot
single
outside.
hour that goes by that I
Hey,
don't.
look, man, I'm going to be fair here. I'm going to be fair because I would want the same for me in this time if I ever reached this moment. And it was doing a 10-minute speech about, like, all my wrongs. Okay? I'm going to be fair here. But him going over his how much his family, his mom means to him, I feel that. I think he's being honest. I think he's being genuine there. You can hear it in his voice. It does mean something to him. He realizes that is important. Did he do some asshole things in the past? Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. You have a mom too. Have you done some asshole things to your mom? Maybe you haven't. Maybe you're a good boy. But sometimes they could be a little wordy with their mom. It depends on the situation. Not really. I've always been good with my mom, so I cannot really relate that. I just kind of put that out there in case you guys could. But yeah, I feel this part. Okay. It just seems a little too late, you know?
Things from him, like my love of history and politics. To my mama, I'm sorry that I was not a better son to you, but you know how much I loved you. You meant everything to me, and you still do. There is not a single hour that goes by that I don't think about you or want to speak to you. I'm looking at one of the last gifts you gave me, actually, right now. It's right over there across the room, still in the poster roll. And it's the lyrics to Leonard Skinner's Simple Man. I wish I'd listened to you more when you were still here. But I can't help but believe you're watching me now somehow and loving me from above. Adam Green, please.
Really
let
good
me
song.
have this one. Please, Adam, please. Let me
I
have
had that
this
at my
one.
wedding.
I love you too, Adam. To the audience, thank you for your love and support. Without you, I would likely be dead. You have provided for me. You've added so much to the show itself, and many of you have become great friends of mine. I'm thinking of James Gardner and Mary Jane and Adelwolf and so many other, Nadie Bakes, so many people. Guitar Anthony, so many people. Know that it will never be forgotten, even to the former fans who never come around any longer. I'm not only a huge fan of wrestling, but I love tabloid journalism. I was raised on it, actually. I remember my grandmother having a subscription to the National Enquirer, a current affair, hard copy, the Sun, the Post, News of the World, and everything else. I just drank it in like the bourbon that used to be my trademark. So I'm aware that there are plenty of people who will take pleasure in seeing me somewhat down.
He really liked that line. No, man, he wrote that line. He wrote that line. He wrote that line. Oh, okay.
And taking time away to go to rehab. No sympathy for the devil. Keep that in mind. Buy the ticket and take the ride, as it was written. Many people want to see me dead, quite frankly. I see it wished upon me almost daily. But, you know, there's a funny thing about the haters. Many of them actually love you. They are, in fact, your biggest fans and are what actually make you famous, or in my case, infamous. Some even secretly wish for you to end up turning it around somehow so that their story continues. Life is a soap opera, and I thank you for your service. It has truly been...
Thank you for your service. Who? What? Someone's in the military? What? Okay. I was only half listening to the last part because I was like, what? Because it's words from Ralph. So it's like, okay.
An honor and a privilege and a blessing to entertain you all for the last decade of my life.
Uh-huh.
What started out as a hobby morphed into my entire being. I still am not quite sure how or why it all happened. It must have been fated somehow. Thank you all for everything, and know that I will be back. Nobody does it quite like the Ralph Mail. I must bid you farewell at this moment, but it's not goodbye. It's just goodbye for now.
Wait. So what? He's on streaming while he's doing his rehab. It makes it seem like he's about to like go hang from a rope. What? I don't. Any of you guys follow this event? Did he actually check in? Check into a Mexican rehab? There's no way. There ain't no way, man. I much sooner believe that pigs can fly before I believe that Ethan Ralph checked into rehab. Uh-huh. That is glorious. Check out the tiger painting. Oh yeah, the tiger painting is my trademark. Pretty much. It's so much of a trademark. I have it on a shirt. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the Ethan Ralph part. I'm not sure if he actually checked into the rehab and all that stuff. We could try to find. Oh, I wanted to play this. This is rich. So about the Desitny stuff. Hold on 1 second. Oh, let's play this. Okay. So you know about the Desitny leaks, right? And you probably heard about how Destiny's going to get sued and all this stuff. There's a lot of things, a lot of pressure mounting on Desitny for the leaks. And when all those leaks came out, all those videos and images, if you've seen them, of Desitny performing fellatio on someone, a lot of gross stuff. I don't know why you'd watch that stuff. It's pretty nasty. But I know there's like a concern, like, wait a second, how did someone have all this? Who had all this? Why did it just get released? Like, there's no way someone consented to all this, right? There's a lot of people involved. They just want all that out there. Oh, Desitny has some explaining to do because Desitny has been giving this material to other people. And okay, so now we're at this. Let me press play on this. And we go.
Okay, obviously, there have been a lot of rumors and deepfake AI videos that have been spread lately.
Rumors and deepfake AI that have spread lately. Let's hear that again.
Rumors and deepfake AI videos that have been spread lately that look somewhat convincing.
Okay, so Desitny, the truth teller, Mr. Honesty, Mr. Believe Me Bro, Mr. I am a Democrat cocksucker. He wants you to believe that the video of him performing fellatio on some dude was just a deep fake. Shut up, dude. He lives in a world of lies. Desitny guy does.
Videos that have been spread lately that look somewhat convincing. I think a friend of mine's account from that I talked to like 3 or 4 years ago ended up getting compromised, and you
don't say, huh?
Sometimes you just gotta roll with the memes.
So wait.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Even in that statement, it doesn't even make any sense. Deepfake videos. Oh, but my friend's account got compromised, and so we just released the deepfake videos that your friend had for some reason. That doesn't make any sense. Lives in a world of lies. He sits on a throne of lies. Oh yeah, this clip is totally a deepfake, 100%.
Okay. You should be firmer on the leak shit, in my opinion. It is generally disgusting how many people spread revenge porn, even mentioning the email.
We cannot trust our eyes. We can't trust our ears.
And homophobia, even if it doesn't affect you personally. What am I? There's nothing I can say. I mean, somebody got into an account, leaked a bunch of shit. I don't know. There's not much. I mean, it's pretty. What do you want me to say? It's pretty bad. It's pretty annoying.
Desitny was most likely sending nudes and sex tapes that he had actually filmed without permission of the other parties involved to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems like he was. Seems like, yeah, he was doing that. And that's a big no-no. That's a huge no-no. You don't do that. Why would you think you could do that? That is so greasy and grimy. And I think illegal. But, I'm not a lawyer.
Random people online to showcase his sex resume to random, 19-year-olds online that he wants to fuck.
Like, brother, what the fuck?
That Desitny, real name Stephen Kenneth
A sex resume.
Bonnell III, is a sex criminal. This is something that is very well founded in the evidence.
On November 29th. Oh, yeah, we all seen this one. Hey, Shamu. All right. Oh, and Sherry, that's right. She said there was an audio recording without her consent there. Huh. And they live in Florida, right? Well, we might want to consult the laws about that. I think you broke a law there.
If you're leaving Steve right now with his statement and you're saying that he's fucking actually Satan and everything else, especially after you've known him from the past year and you know how much he's changed and how different he is, good, fuck off.
Wait, let me hear that again. What do you say?
If you're leaving Steve right now with his statement and you're saying that he's fucking actually Satan and everything else, especially after you've known him from the past year and you know how much he's
If you're leaving Steve right now, you're saying he's actually Satan?
changed and how different he is, good, fuck off.
That's Dan, his co-host, right? Wait, is he staying on Destiny's side on this? I heard otherwise, but people say things and how rumors spread. How rumors spread, streams like this. People say stuff. Stuff gets brought up. Okay, yeah. So we can't even believe our own eyes, our ears. Destiny wants us to believe that all of that material that was released was a bunch of deep fakes cooked up in a laboratory to own him. Who did it? Was it Asmongold? Did Asmongold create all those deep fakes? Well, I have proof that he did not actually do any of that. That's so dumb. He's like, I guess Mr. Girl was right. I guess he is the Epstein of that, the pay to play. These chicks would get their career advanced by being in Destiny's orbit, and Destiny wants to, try them out, give them a test drive. Wow, that is so messed up, man. And no wonder Mr. Girl couldn't get anyone to come forward, because those girls who got their, pay to play, well, they don't want it to end. They don't want to be exposed as someone who's, got a deal with Destiny, Wow. So I guess every now and then a PDF file can be right. Look at that. I'll end this stream with that statement about Mr. Girl. And with that said, this was a good one. I enjoyed this. I think we covered just about everything I needed to. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a good week. I'll take it easy.